Coming up, while neighbors anticipate the drop in temperatures, our team at Chris 6 shows you how to prepare for it. Plus, the trial for the former Uvalde school resource officer Adrian Gonzalez continues. Our Suzanne Stevens gives us the lowdown. And neighborhood news reporter Drew Bishop is in Port Aransas showing you how new tech is coming to Portland ISD. We'll help find gun in schools. Chris 6 News at 5 starts right now. Well, thank you for joining us. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. The temperatures are set to drop this week. I'm here with Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. Steph, tell us everything residents need to know about this cold weather headed our way.
Well, the beauty of it is that we've been telling you for several days we're going to see very, very cold temperatures. That has been the most constant part of the forecast. But of course, cold winter temperatures tend to come with some winter kind of weather. And so that's been the if we've been tossing around in the air. I told you the chance of anything outside of cold rain would be very slim. But even that cold rain can cause some impacts. Let's talk about this very cold weekend ahead and what we know so far. We're going to go into greater detail neighborhood by neighborhood in just a moment. But I wanted to give you a heads up. This is hot off the press this afternoon. The National Weather Service has placed the coastal bend at large under an extreme cold watch. That means we're several days out, but we are expecting dangerously cold temperatures, wind chills that are going to be even colder. And I'll give you a heads up, if you've got kids that are going to school next Monday morning, we're going to have to watch that very carefully because we're expecting Monday morning's temperatures, actual temperatures, to be in the 20s, starting with the number 2. So, yeah, this is several days ahead. We have time to plan and prepare, and that's what we're going to help you do, is let you know what you can expect. We've been telling you for the past couple of days that Saturday morning is when a cold front is going to arrive. That's basically when all of the winter trouble picks up, right? Temperatures falling throughout the day. A hard freeze is expected, so we need to think about the 4 Ps: people, pets, plants, and pipes. And then, of course, the toss-up. Cold rain is possible. In fact, we expect that at this point, but will we see anything of the frozen variety? And what impacts could any of that bring? I'll break down all the scenarios for you coming up in your full forecast in just a few.
Stephanie, thank you. Governor Greg Abbott directed the Texas Division of Emergency Management to activate states of emergency response ahead of the drop in temperatures. In a statement on Monday, Abbott said the state is working on making sure Texans have the resources they need before the weather impacts them. He emphasizes for neighbors to stay weather aware, check the roads before traveling, and follow any guidance provided by state and local officials. Well, here at home, you'll want to make sure you're protecting the 4 Ps. That stands for people, pets, pipes, and plants. You want to make sure to wrap all of your outside and exposed pipes. You should also open your cabinets to let warm air circulate. And there's a city ordinance that says you must bring your pets inside if the temperature drops below 32 degrees. And you don't want to forget about the final P, plants. Whether you have a small potted plant or a tall palm tree, it's important to prepare them now before the cold arrives. Local nursery manager says protecting the roots is the best way to insulate your plants. Neighborhood news reporter Drew Bishop spoke with manager at Gill's Garden Center, who says watering plants leading up to the cold front is the best way to keep them warm.
One of the things that you'll hear is, oh, I don't want to water because I think the ground's going to freeze and it's going to keep it colder. And that's actually not true. It actually insulates the root system and keeps it warmer. And that's what you're trying to do, is protect that root system.
You can also cover smaller plants with a cloth or blanket, with the freeze expected to hit Saturday night and Sunday morning. Paige says Friday is the best way and the best day to water and insulate your plants. It's hard to believe, but it was 1 year ago today a rare winter wonder came to the coastal bend. This was what neighbors in Orange Grove woke up to: snow dusting the streets and yards. The last time snow fell in the coastal bend was in August of 2017. For many of these kids, it was a first-time experience. Now, we're not the only ones looking back at a winter wonderland memory. Our neighbors up north in New Orleans are also remembering the historic winter storm that blanketed them just weeks before the Super Bowl. The Big Easy recorded 10 inches of snow, tying its all-time record set to 130 years earlier. It was a rare sight to see, and New Orleanians took to the streets to have some fun, as you could take a look there. Roads became impassable, flights were delayed or canceled, and schools and businesses were closed. Crews were working around the clock to clear out all the debris and also continue preparations for Super Bowl 59. Well, with crews, The TxDOT are also preparing for the drop in temperatures. You're looking at crews pre-treating roads across the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That's exactly what they'll be doing in your neighborhood. Starting tomorrow, they'll be pre-treating the JFK and Nueces Bay causeways as well as the Nueces River Bridge. The Harbor Bridge will also be pre-treated. They'll be working around the clock on Saturday, ready to help. They'll also be pre-treating roads like I-37, US 281, and more. So make sure to drive safe. And we'll be continuing to track this weather. Together, you can also keep up with our weather in your neighborhood by heading to our weather page at christv.com. A one-story home on the city's west side caught fire Tuesday, leaving neighbors unharmed but displaced. Assistant Fire Chief Tony Perez says when crews arrived, they found the house engulfed in flames. Firefighters quickly went to work and managed to bring it under control. The house now completely damaged, forcing residents to find somewhere else to stay. Now, there's no word yet on how the fire started.
Anytime there's an emergency in a neighborhood, especially when you have a well-established neighborhood like Molina's, a lot of residents that are outside and wondering what's going on, they all tend to come out. We like to keep the scene safe, keep people away until our investigation is complete. But yes, there was a lot of neighbors outside, a lot of people making sure that their neighbors were okay, and usually they're there to offer help and assistance any way they can.
The family has set up a GoFundMe account if you would like to donate. We have those details on our website, christv.com. Well, it's a case that has been following closely here at the Nueces County Courthouse, the trial for the former Uvalde school resource officer Adrian Gonzalez. The jury is now deliberating. He is being charged with 29 counts of child endangerment and abandonment in connection to the Robb Elementary School shooting. Now, closing arguments wrapped up today with prosecutors calling it a failure of duty and the defense urging jurors to separate tragedy from criminal responsibility. Prosecutors say Gonzalez was among the first officers on scene and waited about 3 minutes for backup time. They argue could have made the difference. The defense told jurors the state is turning a horrific outcome into a criminal case, placing responsibility on one officer for a systematic failure. Defense attorney also warned jurors about what a guilty verdict could mean for future police responses. The case is now in the hands of a 12-person jury. Gonzalez faces 29 felony counts of child endangerment and abandonment, each punishable up to 2 years in state jail. Now, Suzanne is going to be live for us covering this trial at 6 o'clock tonight. But if you have not had a chance to follow along, we have everything you need to know on our website, christv.com.
Artificial intelligence is used in many ways, but here at Port Aransas ISD, they're using it to prevent a tragedy. I'm Drew Bishop taking a look at Port Aransas' new AI gun detection.
Every second counts.
Brett Boyer isn't just the school resource officer for Port Aransas ISD. He's also a father of 4 kids who attend school in Port A. That's why he's backing the district's decision to implement AI gun detection.
It gives me a couple extra seconds to address and or respond to threats.
The company Zero Eyes started in 2018 after the Parkland school shooting that took 17 lives. Their service uses AI technology and security cameras to detect weapons on or around school campuses.
It's protecting that environment and that culture that we have here about being prepared and not paranoid.
When a gun is detected, the Zero Eyes team immediately verifies the threat from one of their home bases. After confirming it, Zero Eyes then alerts school officials and local law enforcement so they can respond. Co-founder Sam Alamo showed me one of their success stories at a Texas elementary school that asked to remain anonymous.
3 individuals walked up outside, pulled an AK-47 out of a bag, and tried to get in. Fortunately, this school had the double doors locked and not propped open to get airflow like a lot of schools do. When I show you that AK-47 image, I cannot say we stopped the mass shooting by virtue of it not happening. I can never prove it.
And with the Uvalde trial happening right here, I had to ask, would Zero Eyes have prevented the 2022 tragedy?
I can't explicitly answer your question and say, yes, we would have stopped it, but I can say, on a weekly basis, we pick up guns long before they're fired in very similar situations.
AI gun detection isn't an immunity shield, but school officials tell me it's a step in the right direction.
How do you think Zero Eyes technology can help you and, other school resource officers do your job?
It gives me a more precise area of where the situation is coming from. If I'm on one end of the building and something happens on the other end, I'll never know it until the inevitable. This system tells me almost instantaneous.
School officials tell me they've begun implementing this technology and it'll be fully operational within the next few months. In Port Aransas, I'm your neighborhood news reporter Drew Bishop, Chris 6 News.
Big changes are happening at the IRS as it enters its busiest season. We'll tell you what those changes are when we come back.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Welcome back. IRS Chief Executive Frank Bisignano is reorganizing the senior leadership structure. The new team will see 16 executives report directly to him. Bisignano wants the IRS to be more aggressively leaning into technology, which could lead to a reduction in staffing. That comes less than a year after Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency cut more than 25,000 workers there. Bisignano's role at the IRS does not formally exist under its governing structure. Tax filing season begins Monday. Snap, the parent company of Snapchat, has agreed to settle a social media addiction lawsuit. A 19-year-old brought the lawsuit claiming the company's app has addictive features that harmed her mental health. The lawsuit also named TikTok, Meta, and YouTube, but no settlements with those companies were announced, which means the trial will go forward next week in Los Angeles. The company denies any scientific link between social media use and addiction.
Firefighters in the Coastal Bend are now seeing through smoke like never before. I'm Jada Jenkins on the north side with a new piece of technology that's helping fire crews.
All right, it's looking pretty nice out there because you know what? We are looking at some clouds. We got a little hint of sunshine in the upper right corner. And you know what? Some areas did see a little bit of rainfall, but I'm sure today, tomorrow, maybe Friday, not really your focus. You are watching this weathercast because you are trying to find out some more information about the weekend. So we'll get to it. We'll figure out what's going on with what we know so far. I think we've got a decent handle on what to expect in this wintry kind of weekend that's ahead, but there's a lot to happen between now and then. So let's get through it day by day. Today, not too bad. We had some showers around the area, not nearly enough rainfall. These were quick little baby showers. Didn't amount to a lot. A bit of a disappointment, but we're warm, at least 76 right now at CCIA, 69 degrees in Rockport, 76 in Kingsville, 73 in Hebbronville. We're seeing a little hint of that sun trying to poke through the clouds today. We haven't had a whole lot of sunshine, but still plenty of warmth and humidity out there thanks to that wind direction. But overnight, we are going to watch those winds come down to pretty calm levels. Not a whole lot of movement, not a lot of shaking and moving in the wind. So that means we're going to see fog as we head into the overnight. We'll likely see some of this coming together as we head into a couple hours from now evening time frame, where by 10 o'clock we could be looking at some pretty hazy, foggy, misty conditions for coastal neighborhoods. It's really once we get into the early morning hours on Wednesday that this really starts to become more of a problem, where we have isolated areas getting to a fraction or a couple fractions of a mile. And so for the morning commute tomorrow, give yourself some extra time for that fog. This should take a little bit longer to clear up. We're thinking maybe mid-morning, but for the most part, that morning commute is going to be a bit foggy. You've been warned. We're going to see a warmer afternoon as we head on into Thursday. So as that fog clears, temperatures rising to the 70s. Not too bad for a lunchtime kind of forecast. Hopefully a little more sunshine in the way. And then as we head back into Thursday night, I do think the fog is going to do a repeat coming back into the picture. Now, let's talk about the talk of the town, that wintry kind of weather we're expecting this weekend. We've got a very cold weekend ahead of us, and it really begins on Friday. Out ahead of the cold front, we could be looking at some rain in the forecast. Few thunderstorms not out of the question as we head into the later time frame of Friday, but our cold front moves through on Saturday morning, and we still have a couple days before the coldest air gets here. So to get us ready for all of that, the National Weather Service this afternoon put out an extreme cold watch that you're seeing here in this lighter shade of blue for pretty much all of the coastal bend. Our southern three counties, you are under the watch of the National Weather Service in Brownsville. They have not put out that warning. That's why you're not included. But if you live in Hebbronville, you live in Fanfurias, I would definitely count on seeing dangerously cold temperatures as we head on into Monday morning, especially. I think that's going to be the coldest morning out of the next week. But there's a lot more to this forecast than that. We've been hearing rumblings. Oh, we're going to see snow in the coastal bend. That's a no. But could you see a quick little flurry, maybe a flake? I wouldn't rule that out, but wintry mix is going to be very unlikely, at least the way it looks from now. What we do know is this front moves through early Saturday morning. That's going to make breezy conditions where our temperatures fall throughout the day. That means as we head on into Saturday night, Sunday morning, that's the target time frame we're watching, and that's when I think hard freeze conditions are going to kick in. So we need to think about protecting the 4 Ps. People should be the first part of that. Pets next, and then plants, pipes, we've got to take care of those too, but you're in a lot more control of that. Take care of those to-dos now while we have some warmer weather. Cold rain is the likely possibility. I think that is what's going to come to fruition. Of course, we have to get the rain, but right now the rain forecast looks good. I'll remind you, a couple of days ago, today's rain forecast looked really good and kind of disappointed, but this has a better opportunity because this weather pattern's a little different. Still, I think the cold rain is the likely outcome, not so much that wintry mix that our neighbors north of I-10 are more likely to see. That's good for us because ice wouldn't be so much of an issue, but it's not out of the question just yet. I do think roadways, black ice, all of that is a threat for part of this weekend, and that is going to be a coastal bend wide thing. That's why TxDOT is already preparing to go out and treat those roads now as opposed to waiting for a better forecast. But a light freeze condition is what we've been talking about the past couple of cold snaps, 29 to 32 degrees. We're talking about the next level, hard freeze conditions, 28 degrees or lower. This kills most crops and plants, and that's where pipes start having a hard time. So it's a good idea. Don't everybody run to the store and get those pool noodles now, but let's take precautions and get ready because we're going to see some very cold weather. The coldest morning, 23 degrees on Monday morning, actual air temperature.
Corpus Christi Fire Department is one of only few departments in the world with night vision smoke seeing technology. I'm your neighborhood news reporter Jada Jenkins on the north side, speaking with fire officials about how it works.
When a building fills with thick, black smoke, visibility drops to zero. And for firefighters, every second counts. But that reality is starting to change. I got a chance to try on this helmet, part of a new Quake technology system designed to help firefighters see through smoke in complete darkness.
Built-in infrared camera that is into the helmet that really kind of sees through smoke.
It gives firefighters an advantage in times where the naked eye can't keep up. And it doesn't just help the firefighters inside. Firefighters in the truck can monitor exactly what the firefighter wearing the helmet is seeing, giving staff real-time visuals during a fire. Fire Captain Loosemore says before this, searches were often done without being able to see what was right in front of them.
Literally going blind doing our searches through the heavy smoke and fire.
This is what firefighters see when they're wearing the helmet. And I'm told this isn't just about better tools, it's about saving lives.
Helps protect the firefighters, which as long as we're protected, we're able to protect our citizens better.
Assistant Fire Chief David Zarate tells me only about 20 fire departments in the world have this technology, and is proud to say Corpus Christi is one of them.
And we would just happen to be on the forefront.
A position he says sets a new bar for fire safety.
For firefighters, that's really a golden standard.
And a new way for crews to see when it matters most.
Fire officials say they eventually have plans to equip every station with the technology. On the north side, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jada Jenkins, Chris 6 News.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Well, students across the coastal bend learned all about the maritime industry. More than 500 students were shown the ropes at the Ortiz Center. Several groups were there to teach them about career opportunities and potential internship paths. G&H Towing hosted the event. General Manager Xavier Valverde says events like this help bring high-paying, fulfilling jobs back to the community.
So it benefits the community because, first of all, these are very high-paying jobs, and they're good jobs. I mean, you got to love what you do, so it's not just all about money, right? But if you find a passion for being on the water, near the water, you may find your niche here.
Organizers say the expo also helps students see career options they may not have considered before. G&H hopes events like this will encourage more young people to stay local and build a future in the maritime industry. Alrighty, Steph. So big news this weekend. I mean, potential cold freezing temperatures for 2 days.
It's a lot. We are definitely going to see very cold temperatures. I've told you this for the past couple of days. This is going to be a very solid forecast when it comes to how cold the temperatures get. We are going to see temperatures that are below freezing. The question everyone has been asking is, hey, are we going to see some kind of sleet, some kind of freezing rain? That is not exactly clear yet, but it's trending more towards rain, and I am concerned about some black ice depending on how the temperature situation pans out. So we are going to see on Saturday night, we're looking at that rain chance staying pretty high, and as temperatures come down, roadways lose that heat earlier. So I'm afraid that as we're seeing this cold air moving in and we've got warmer up top making it rain, that is going to make for wet roadways on Saturday while temperatures are above freezing. And then if you've been hearing about freezing rain for some more inland neighborhoods, that's because those grounds, the roads, are going to be cold, and that's where you get that ice on the roadways. So we definitely need to be careful. Of course, as I mentioned, the cold temperature is not a question. Cold weather watch is on deck for Saturday night into Sunday morning, Monday too.
Yes. All right, everybody, stay with us for a really accurate forecast from Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauper. But we'll see you here tonight at 6 o'clock.